Also every Sunday, Pat Sullivan from Sullivan Hardware and Garden provides some great advice for do-it-yourself home improvements.
And today he's talking about showing your Indy pride with a race planter.
You know, we are just 1 week from the 100th running of the Indianapolis 500, and you know what? One of the key indicators of the interest of this year's race, of course, is sales of race flags. Sales of flags here at our store up 73%. Don't tell me people aren't going crazy. So what's next for your yard? Your container. You got to do a 500 race container. So you want to get a vessel, a pot of some sort. Get yourself an Indy tire. This one, it's got a really good drain hole on it. All right, so you could plant something like that. Everyone's got one hanging. If you've been in Indy long enough, you probably have one in the garage. All right, maybe more conventional. So we'll start over here. We've got just a glazed white pot here. Now, there's a lot of white plants, of course. The black plants have always been the problem. I used to buy plants from when I was a kid and my family from Brehobbs. Brehobbs is a real old Indianapolis grower, and John Brehobbs said, you know, if I ever had a black petunia, I could make a killing. Well, unfortunately, John passed away before the black petunia came around, but now there are black petunias. The first ones weren't so good. They kind of went left, they went right. Now, the newer ones perform better. So this is a vegetative black petunia that will kind of mound over and flow over. All right, so we got our pot. We want to mix it up. We got to have something in the center. This is a Cleome, which is an excellent plant. Gives you some height. Will give you color. So white Cleome. I'm going to drop that right in the middle. Then I will take the black petunias and start throwing them down the side here. And of course, I'm going to go every other one with a white accent. So this is Snow Princess. This is beautiful. This will flow over. This is kind of a mean plant. I mean, you don't want to leave it with you know, kind of weakling plants because it'll beat it up. All right, so you have to kind of keep it trimmed back. So we'll put that in there. Now, the plants that we're not going to use, we're not using the sucker plant of white lobelia, and we're not using bacopa because it'll turn green in the summer and it smells like glue. Other than that, it's a great plant, right? All right, so we throw that in there. So we just we're going to go every other one around. You know, my planting in 3 minutes here. Then verbena is another great one that's going to be a great spiller plant. And you see, also seeing I'm pulling the roots apart as I go because we don't want them to wrap around. We want them to get in there and survive. So we drop that in and just right around there, and then we are creating our own little 500 planter. Drop a flag in it. There we go. Now, I do realize that it's hard to find black petunias, which is unbelievable in Indianapolis that you can't find tons and tons of them. So they are harder to find. A lot of the growers are out of them. So you can also do just an all-white planter. Get a black pot or tire, and then this one I've got geraniums in it. This is Diamond Frost. I've got some verbena in this one that'll flow over. So this is a great sun planter. Drop a 500 flag in there, you got it. There's also unusual things. This is black mondo grass that could make a nice filler in a pot. There's white mandevilla. You've got elephant ears, black elephant ears, all kinds of stuff. And if you want to do the unusual, you can combine two great pastimes into one, which would be the keg planter.